Hey guys, welcome back. So first things first, we are going to level up. Looks like we have just enough experience points to do so. And I think this time I'm going to continue to put all 3 points into spirit. I feel like we have enough focus to use our sword for a decent while. But there's just so much to do with chi, between healing and all of our magic spells and transformation styles. Seems like you can never really have too much chi, so let's go with that. Fighting styles, now we have the second style that I'm actually going to keep. So I'm a little wary about investing in it before I've really used it a lot, and I'm totally sure I'm going to stick with it. But we only got 5 more style points, so I don't want to keep pouring them into Leaping Tiger. I really hope we get more as the game goes on, because 5 a level is not really a lot. It's like you have to really save them up a couple different levels to actually invest even a single point in the higher tiers. Now, level up. There we go. So, there's no reason to do chi damage. Wait a second. Please tell me I didn't mess this up. Okay, whew, chi damage, and this one's the middle one. About to say, I really hope the damage increase wasn't just in chi mode. Yeah, I need 10 points for that. Maybe it is just 5 every time. You just have to save up 2 levels to get the final tier. But, alright, let's go with Spirit Thief. Duration increase. I'm not really sure. Inflicts damage, but it's not changed. Oh, it does not drain chi in chi strike mode. What's the point? I thought... Online I read otherwise. So either the people online are wrong or the tooltip is wrong, and either one is very possible. I mean, the speed is definitely going to be nice, so I'll probably take that. I'm just not sure about duration. Does that mean it restores more chi? Does it only work on the power attack? How does that come into play? I might have to look that up before I really invest too much in it. We could grab a point here. Let's just save them, though. Alright, cool. I would like to use Toad Demon again. Kind of disappointed I didn't get to use that table leg a bit more.
Du Tong says he hired me because I'm big as an ox and just as smart.
Guard. I remember that line. Did he say other things too?
I'm watching you. Don't try anything funny. Du Tong doesn't pay me anything right now, but next week he's going to double that.
Yeah. Not the brightest guy in the Teahouse.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, a useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house.
So he's the owner. You own this tea house?
I am 3 Sheets Du Tong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Quan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner.
Now it's starting to come back to me. Also, I'm not sure I want to know why he's called 3 Sheets Du Tong. Can I ask you some questions?
You want me to throw this troublemaker out in the street, boss?
Don't be stupid. You saw what this man did to those sailors. He'd leave you broken and bleeding on the floor, and I have no one to clean up the mess. Forgive my guard. His intentions are good, but he's a bit slow on the uptake. I'd love to answer your questions, but that would interrupt my drinking. I'm afraid that isn't acceptable.
So who are you?
I am 3 Sheets Du Tong, proud owner of...
Anything else? No.
Yes, good. Go away. I haven't even started to feel the effects of my wine yet, and you're already giving me a headache.
Here I thought we were getting along so well.
This place is too crowded with all these sailors here.
It doesn't look too crowded. But I guess that's a subjective appraisal. At night you can hear strange sounds coming from the ruins. It's like a storeroom back there.
If 3 Sheets keeps running this place so poorly, he's going to lose his customers.
Is there any other tea house in town, though? Also, I'm starting to think Teahouse is at least partly a euphemism for bar.
I thought one of the sailors trapped here might make a good husband, but they're just a bunch of drunks.
I can't really judge them. I'm the guy going around breaking all the vases in here. This person seems to have a quest. Is that the lady who used to own the tea house? I think it is.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Du Tong's tea house.
So, you used to own this tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Du Tong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Du Tong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
Well, that's very unfortunate that he owns the land. So yeah, you didn't know he owned the land when you built the place?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Du Tong came along with his writ.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess in these days, most land wasn't really owned by anybody. Did you check the writ to make sure it was real?
Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Du Tong.
I mean, you don't want to think bad things like that about people, but this is like your life's work right here. You'd think for something that important, you would check just to be sure. I'm going to go speak to Du Tong about this.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Du Tong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Oh, how can you not like old Master Quan? Or old woman Quan? What is her name? Old lady Quan? Something like that. This is the guy who takes the orders, I suppose?
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish Old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were.
I want to talk about Du Tong and his imperial writ.
That imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
So maybe it was a tea house, and now it's kind of more of a bar? That's what it's starting to sound like. So, did anyone ever see the actual writ?
Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look, since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway.
It's a good touch, because most people around here are probably farmers and various other occupations that peasants have. I feel like that word is like a derogatory meaning, but or derogatory connotation to it. It definitely does now, but I mean that's what the people around here are, peasants, and that's actually quite noble that they do work for a living as opposed to people like Du Tong who sit around and drink wine all day. But yeah, I'm starting to suspect this writ was a forgery.
What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house.
Well, I don't really know either way. It's a theory.
Problem is, Du Tong's already shown everyone the writ, and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan.
Yeah, you would think like the mayor or somebody would have checked it, unless he's also in on it, but I don't remember him being involved. Maybe I can make Du Tong confess.
That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Du Tong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed.
Sounds like a bit of a mini game. I wonder if my persuasion skills also come into play. In that case, I should probably wait until I have higher persuasion skills, but let's see if it's too late to put a hold on the quest. Get him drunk and I'll get a confession out of him.
It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Du Tong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Du Tong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
You can make him sober again.
The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Du Tong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Du Tong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
Let's give it a try. I mean, this Teahouse is right here at the entrance of the town, so that makes me think they probably would have set the modifiers fairly low, so that you had the opportunity to actually succeed with this quest at this point in the game. Let's send Du Tong some drinks.
No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial Seasoned Spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Du Tong drinks. The Imperial Seasoned Spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Du Tong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
So he said at 7 bowls he starts to act sinful. So should we do 2 bowls of the spirits and 1 bowl of the peasant's wine? Could you also just do like 7 or 8 bowls of the peasant's wine, or would at that point he get suspicious? Let's start with the Imperial Seasoned Spirits.
1 drink for Master Du Tong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, let's give him another bowl.
1 drink for Master Du Tong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
And some peasant's wine.
1 drink for Master Du Tong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
He's standing up. Well, maybe standing up. I'll be back in a bit.
Good, good. Go speak to Du Tong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll mix him up another drink. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
I'd like to talk to the waitress, too. Because I'm thinking her dialogue may change once the owner of the Teahouse changes. And, unlike most buildings in this game, there is an upstairs.
I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. But I'm brave, too. I'm going to go close the Great Dam and save the town.
Good luck with that.
I'll be a hero. That'll show 'em. Well, that'll show 'em all. I just need another drink to get my courage up. Wine! Someone bring me more wine!
Yeah, definitely not a
You've
drunk.
been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Sheng's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look a fool after all your boasts.
I doubt that man could open a door, never mind a dam.
Yeah, I'm not sure he really cares too much about his reputation.
I'll be...
You...
Alright, same conversation. This must be the waitress, Yanwan.
Those sailors are the worst. They're rude and crude, and they don't keep their hands to themselves.
Yeah, hopefully I can get rid of them soon enough. Once I open the dam. And I don't need any wine to do it. Unless somebody's offering. Alright, lots of people up here to talk to as well. Oh, an ogre.
Leave Zhang alone.
Zhang,
You can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No! Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see Ox.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No! Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things!
No. Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone.
Interesting.
What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now.
Yeah, I vaguely remember this quest, but not any of the details. Who are you, and who is Zhang?
I am Dong Ping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen, and since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
Don't worry, I'll go speak with him.
You will? I must warn you, Zhang is, well, he is very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Yeah, I don't really remember what we have to do here. Let's find out.
Go away! Zhang not want to speak to you.
Why are you upset?
Zhang kill Ox. Zhang too strong, too rough with Ox. Zhang not want to hurt Ox. Zhang only playing. Now Zhang cries for Ox.
Oh, poor Zhang. I believe you, Zhang. I'm sure you didn't do it on purpose.
Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her. Zhang missed. Zhang dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead.
Poor Ox.
Ox was Zhang's friend. Zhang killed a friend and now Zhang is bad.
I don't want to suggest that. If you don't go back, Zhang, your master will starve.
Master have other Ox. Master won't starve. Master better off without Zhang.
Okay, I gotta remember which one is which now. Let's see. So, intimidation, I think, is body and focus. I think intuition. Actually, I'm pretty sure intuition is body or mind and spirit, which is what I have the most points in. So let's go with intuition. But Zhang, the other Ox will be lonely if you don't go back.
Zhang is lonely? Ox must be lonely too. Maybe Ox will forgive Zhang and we be friends again. I will go and see. You have been nice to Zhang. Zhang like you. Zhang hope you have good day.
Thank you, Zhang. I hope you have a good day too.
Thank you so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhang. Let's go home.
Zhang coming. Zhang go home now.
Thank you for convincing that poor ogre to leave. Such a sad story, really. He certainly seemed harmless enough, but the customers were leery of him. Here, this is a little something to thank you for your help.
Aw, thank you, old Mother Quan. Didn't have to do that. And look, I get points for open palm. I expect if you, can you fight him and kill him? I don't even know if that's an option, but If so, I expect that's the closed fist one. Maybe the threat was, like the final bottom one. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to think that you only get the reward if you do the quest the light side way, because it's easy to design quests where the dark side, not dark side, the closed fist way, the evil way, is the one that gets the reward. But it's hard to design quests where the morally correct option gives you the greater reward. And that seems like it could have been one such quest. Alright, what else is up here? Oh, those look yummy. Well, hello there. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of eating. Who am I kidding? I'm always eating. What can I do for you? Who are you? I am Chai Jin, Master Cook, and the master of enjoying the fruits of my labor, as my sizable girth would suggest. You've never had food like mine before, I'll wager. A lot of cooks around here. It's too bad the people outside my home of Shangdang County cannot seem to stomach the delectables that I prepare. They truly don't know what they're missing. I was recently at the Imperial City, and not one person there could eat so much as 2 of my dishes. Such weak constitutions, all of them. Why don't people like your food? The food from my county can have some unusual effects on people. For example, this dish of roasted cow heart sautéed with bile of leopard has a particularly nasty side effect on one's constitution. Other dishes like my monkey's brain stew can have a negative effect on the workings of the mind. Still others can deplete one's spirit. It can be quite dangerous if you eat too much of one type of food, or if you are particularly weak in certain areas of your character. Sorry, I guess the game lost focus for a second there. But I'm sure you guys don't mind missing Morthofan. I'll try your food. You're a stout one, aren't you? But let's make this more interesting. Anyone can eat food, but could you eat 3 of my dishes, do you think? Give me 300 silver to cover my expenses. If you eat all 3 dishes in a row and stay on your feet, I'll give you your money back. And you'll leave none the poorer, but well fed. Couldn't I have like double my money or something? But otherwise, I mean, I guess the character would enjoy having free food, but it doesn't really help me as a game player. Alright, let's give it a shot. I think that my character is balanced enough that if I take one of each of the 3 dishes, I can withstand all 3 blows. Remember, they take a little out of you. I will describe the dishes that affect constitution first, followed by those that affect mind and then spirit. Of course, I'll eat with you so you know it's safe. First, we have roasted bear heart, monkey brain stew, or shark spleen soup. It's fresh shark, mind you. So I wonder if the later stages are more powerful. So I should choose my weakest skill first, which would be body. So I will test my body's constitution with the roasted bear heart first. You survived that well. You must be quite healthy indeed. We have pickled haunch of deer served with brown beetle paste, cold eagle-eye soup, and jellied eels stuffed with fermented seaweed. Take your pick. I feel like the Raiders just had a good time thinking up like icky dishes. Reminds me of my Nana always says, or really used to say when we were little. We always ask her, "Oh, Nana, what's for lunch? What's for dinner?" And she'd always answer, "Squirrel gizzards and pickle juice," every time. And we never actually ate squirrel gizzards or pickle juice, but that was her default answer. I don't know if she made that up or if she got it from somewhere, but it reminds me of this guy a little bit. Alright, so my spirit I think is the strongest at this point. So let's go with the eagled eye soup, which is the mind. Your presence of mind is astounding. And so we move on to the last dishes. These are some of the most notorious recipes in Shangdang County. Choose carefully. We have boiled ox testicles smothered in a succulent cream sauce, curled porcupine bladder in clabbered rat's milk, and raw alligator eggs served in warm goat's gall. Oh, yummy. Alright, I will take the alligator egg, please. Yeah, I didn't want the ox testicles. My spirit will be fine, I'm sure. Fantastic! 3 dishes and you're still standing. You are the first person outside of Shangdang County to ever consume that much of my cooking. I couldn't possibly keep your silver after such an excellent display of digestive fortitude. I'll gladly give back your 300 silver. Or we could make this interesting. If you are really daring, I have one last dish that I haven't even had the nerve to try myself. I'm sure it's safe, I think. Well, there's no telling how it might affect us. Great. If it's going to be any one of these 3... See, if I knew that was coming, I would have done the weak dish to my spirit, and then saved the spirit for this dish. Alright, tell me more, though. This new dish has no name, or none I can pronounce. I learned it from a loud, annoying foreign man I met in the Imperial City.
No, 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 no,
That's funny. I don't know if I recognized that before, but we're actually going to meet a loud, annoying foreign man in the Imperial City, so I bet that's a reference to him. The ingredients are very rare, and it costs me quite a bit to procure them, especially while I'm stuck in this quaint village. I will need another 300 silver from you. Of course, if you survive this final dish, I will gladly reimburse all your silver. I may even have a few treasures I could part with. Oh, I was hoping for, like, some iron stomach technique that gave you more stats, but, he might have a gem or something. That could be good, too. I assume it'll be a good one. Alright. Here's another 300 silver. Let me try it. Excellent. Now, if you can, try to describe the taste to me and what it does to you. And remember, this is for posterity, so please, be honest. Well, I kind of thought it would take him a while to get the ingredients, and I'd have to come back when I was stronger, but hopefully it takes a little bit out of all the stats, and if you made the correct decisions in the first 3, you'll end up okay. I hope. You survived! What I wouldn't give to have you around my kitchen back home. Simply astounding. Well, how did it taste? What did it do to you? It depleted every aspect of my being. That's dangerous stuff. Wow, so if you could actually have him try it, I wonder if he would die. He very well might. But we'll be honest. So I suspect that maybe you only survived this if you did make great choices the first time and have a little bit of health and chi and all left in the other categories, whatever invisible mechanic they're using. So yeah, this is dangerous stuff. Every aspect. That is dangerous indeed, but highly intriguing. There are a few dishes short of poison that have that capability. Please take your silver and take this. It is a small trinket that belonged to my family. I have no use for it, and you've certainly earned it. If you'll excuse me, I must go in search of new ingredients, for it seems you have eaten everything I have. Good fortune to you. And we have the bronze tongue. Oh, I think I remember that one. That's a persuasion one, right? Yeah, it gives you +4 to all your techniques. So, I think there's actually a silver tongue, which is like +6 maybe, or some greater amount, and a gold tongue, which is even more. So it's good to keep this around, though, because... And I guess it's good to keep a couple of the persuasion gems, because you might need them for certain quests. Okay, let's check my abilities. So, intimidation is the best. Oh, because of a gem I have. Right, because of the gem. Well, I'm glad I've passed the intuition check with the Zhong, the ogre. Because otherwise I would have been disappointed to realize I might have been able to do it with the other one. Alright, so let's get rid of this one and get rid of this one. Yeah, I do remember doing this when I played before. The tricky part is remembering to put the good gems back. So, I definitely want the bronze tongue. And this does 5 intuition. And that does 5 intimidation. My intuition is actually better by default, right? Yeah, intimidation is still better somehow. Is that because does it have to escape to apply, or is there like a hidden technique that's helping me out? Must be a technique. Intimidation +1. Charm +1. I do like that 2 of Smiling Mountain's lessons are here with me. That's kind of cool that even though he's gone, his lessons really will help me throughout the rest of the game. And Master Lee's too, I guess. So it's 1 intimidation and 1 charm is what I see. So I'm trying to figure out how they figured this out. I guess it's the numbers averaged together, rounded up. So the average of this is 9.5, which is 10 plus 1 from the technique. This is 24, which is 12 and no bonus. This is 25, so that's 12.5. Rounded up is 13, plus 1 is 14. Okay, so that makes sense. I guess I also don't have as many points in mind as I thought I did. Oh, I guess some of the body is probably coming from those things as well. Sorry, I'm spending so much time in here. I'm just trying to understand where my points are coming from. Yeah, none of these actually give bonuses to body, so I don't know. And I'm pretty sure the nothing from here is helping, so Maybe I invested more points in body than I thought. Alright, regardless, let's go with that, and then I guess intimidation is what I should go for. I don't like being intimidating, I want to be a nicer character, but it seems to be the direction I'm heading. So, intimidation is spirit and body. So I need something, mind +2 would be good. That doesn't help me at all. Intimidation +2. That would be good. Intuition +2. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright. Wait, no, not that one. Intimidation. Alright, so at this point I should have, 26 intimidation. Alright. Let's go see if we can intimidate, well, these guys first. Some sailors.
Captain Ing says we can't come to the tea house, but I don't listen to him anymore.
Wonderful, meet him.
You bringing me a drink? No? Then go away. Look at these town folk glaring at us. It ain't our fault we're stuck here.
Are these guys like triplets? I guess all sailors look the same. Alright, and we have come full circle. So, more sailors here.
That waitress is a fine-looking wench, ain't she? Well, doesn't like sailors much, though.
Wonder why.
Stuck in this backwater town, and the place doesn't even have a decent tavern.
I heard the ruins are haunted by the ghosts of those who died in the flood.
That would make sense.
I asked Du Tong for a job, but he's too cheap to pay for more than one waitress.
Not surprised.
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despondency.
Who are you?
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru the Sailor. You see, I am predisposed to seasickness, ergo I despise the water. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint. It is just one more misfortune to pile atop the great heap that buries me in misery.
So what's wrong?
I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship, a wife with intellect and refinement comparable but just slightly inferior to my own.
Wow.
Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
So is the quest going to be setting himself up with somebody? Because I really don't want to play matchmaker to that guy. I'd feel bad for any woman I set up with him. Yeah, let's just tell him straight to his face. You're a pompous ass.
Your jibes can nary prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted barbs forged by the sputtering flames of your lesser intellect. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
Yeah, I don't remember why he's important, or even if he is important. Or if there's a quest you can do to find him a wife. Not that I really would be eager to do it. Not sure. For now, though, let's finish up by talking to Du Tong, and I hope that he hasn't had a chance for his wine to wear off.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of 3 Sheets Du Tong?
Let's talk about that writ you showed Mother Quan.
No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. Just the thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul.
Here we go. Yeah, I hate to be intimidating, but, or, I don't really mind being intimidating, but a little bit bullying, I guess. But, if anybody deserves it, I think it's Du Tong. Tell me the truth about that writ, worm.
Yes, I'm a worm. A filthy snake. I'm a worthless, wretched worm. Oh, I'm a despicable person.
Despicable.
A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
I hate that restorative potion. Ah! That stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung.
Oh, did the guy upstairs make it?
And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know, an imperial writ?
Here it is. And I bet we have a chance, or I think we will have a chance to maybe make some profit out of this, if we choose to keep it quiet. Yes, you did. You told me it was a fake.
What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Du Tong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Du Tong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Du Tong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly, the barkeep will follow our lead. But yeah, I don't think this will be a question for my character. You disgust me, Du Tong. We won't sell Mother Quan out like this.
Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
Glad you approved, OnStar. Wait, no open palm points? Really? That is very surprising, unless they already appeared before the conversation ended. I don't know. Maybe we get some when we talk to Master Quan? I keep saying Master Quan. Old Mother Quan. There's not really an influence system in this game. I think that might have been a little too complicated for a game this short and simple anyway. But it's still nice to have your followers think well of you. I don't like the term followers, but that's the term the game uses, so I suppose that's what I'll use as well. I can't really call them a crew because we don't have a ship or anything. So my team, I guess they're still like a crew as in like a band. Anyway, let's tell Mother Quan the good news.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time here in in Master Du Tong's tea house.
Du Tong's writ was a forgery.
A forgery? Are you certain?
Du Tong confessed, and the other guy's a witness too. The tea house is yours again.
That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Du Tong has left. For good. And thanks to this brave young man here, the tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her tea house is back in business!
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house.
It was nothing. I was glad to help.
I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Quan's.
Well, I appreciate that. There's the open palm points. I like her hat, too. It's kind of cool. Alright, well, that's the tea house. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's nice to end things on a high note. It's been a lot of fun playing Jade Empire today. Hopefully you guys have had just as much fun watching these videos. But yeah, I gotta get up in about 5 hours, so I'm going to get some sleep. I might have some time to play tomorrow night. I will definitely try to carve out a couple hours. So if I do, then I will see you all then. Thanks for watching.